Hello, I'm G13 Sports Plus.
And I'm K13.
Remember, like and subscribe. All right, this episode of In Between the Ropes, Dad and Son In Between the Ropes recap of Monday Night Raw. I say after the first hour, I was like, you know what, son, we're going to do the recap tomorrow. I'm tired, but the end of this episode was good. But we'll start at the beginning.
It was amazing.
We'll start at the beginning. So Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins come out. They're talking about the challenge that The Rock issued to him about the tag team match on the first night of WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes comes out first. You know, he talks a little bit. Seth comes out, and they both agree they're going to go to SmackDown this Friday and give their answer to The Rock and the Bloodline face to face. Our first match, do you remember? This wasn't a lot happened here on this Raw. A lot. I mean, we had a 30-minute. It was
the funnest Raw I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was a good one. But the first 30 minutes was the Seth Rollins Cody Rhodes promo, and it's like they fit so much into the last 2.5 hours.
I know.
So the next match was Gunther versus Dirty Dom.
Gunther versus Dirty Dom for the Intercontinental.
Yes, for the Intercontinental
title.
title.
Oh my gosh, it was a switch. It was a switch, but Gunther was nominated. What I'm saying about dominating.
What is it?
Nothing. I was saying who was dominating and who was not.
Yeah, Gunther dominated the whole time.
But mainly Gunther, but it was kind of a switch.
But what impresses me about Dominic Mysterio is he does really well in the ring. Like his sell on the Gunther chops had me rolling.
Yeah.
He was almost doing backflips. He was landing on his head. He's doing really good, I think.
I'm upset because I wish we could go back. I wish Dirty Dom and Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see that happening, but yeah, you're saying that'd have been cool. If we would have watched it, then that'd have been cool. Our next thing was a Damage Control promo. Adam Pearce was asking what they were doing there because last time they were there wasn't good. Nothing happened. Yeah, it was that Gunther one. Yep. And then Shinsuke interrupted, and he was asking about the Intercontinental title. And Pearce said, "I'll make an announcement on that later on and tonight." After that, we had Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark versus Katana Chance and Caden Carter. Is that right? Okay.
Wait, who?
Katana Chance and Caden Carter
versus
Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler.
Yes.
I know that's who it was, but I'm making sure I got Katana Chance and Caden Carter right.
Yes,
right? Okay.
Yes, it was Katana Chance and Caden Carter. Because I was like, I really want to hear their music. They always cut their music out. I really like their music.
Yeah. But anyways, Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark won this one. But, I mean, to no surprise. Katana Chance and Caden Carter are tiny. Tiny. Especially Caden Carter's a small one, right?
Yeah.
The real small one.
So.
And then we had a Dirty Dom and Judgment Day in medical office. And Dominic's his shirt was just all ripped off from the chops and stuff. And they're asking him if he's okay. I mean, Judgment Day wasn't mad at him for losing. I think, getting in the ring with Gunther. Let me finish.
Sorry.
Getting in the ring with Gunther and taking the beating he did actually earned some respect from Judgment Day and a lot of other people.
Yeah. So I made a joke because I saw the back of his shirt.
Uh-huh.
This is at the Gunther and Dom match.
Yeah.
I made a joke because on the back of his shirt it says DM.
Uh-huh.
So I said, hold up. MB. Mommy's boy.
Yeah.
Remember I made that joke?
Yep. And then while Dirty Dom and Judgment Day are in the medical office, Andrade shows up, and Dominic says he could be important to us. And then Damian Priest and Dominic started talking Spanish to each other.
Dominic and who?
Damian Priest.
They started talking Spanish?
To each other, yes.
Oh.
The next match was Becky Lynch versus Nia Jax. Nia Jax dominated this the whole time, in my opinion. Becky got some hits in, but in the end, you were like, in the middle of this match, you were like, Liv Morgan's going to show up. You said that before Morgan even showed up. And she did. She interferes and goes after Becky, which sets up a match next week on Raw.
Of Liv Morgan and Becky.
Of Liv Morgan and Becky Lynch. So Nia Jax win this because
Disqualification. I don't get that. Like.
Well, actually, Becky wins. because it would have been Nia Jax's discord. Yeah, because Liv hit Becky. I don't know how the DQs work. Anyways, whatever. Maybe it's the interference and they called the match because someone interfered. Not sure. So, anyways, we have a Ricochet promo. We haven't seen Ricochet in a long time. I can't remember the last time we did see Ricochet. I like watching Ricochet. And he's like, I'm tired of being quiet because the only people getting fed are the ones who are rude, the ones who are talking.
The heels.
Well, not necessarily the heels, just anyone talking. You know, LA Knight's not a heel, but he'll talk and get, he'll cut to the front line. Ricochet's more of like a humble guy. And he's talking about to Adam Pearce about, hey, I want my chance, because he was last. That's who Gunther beat to get the Intercontinental title was Ricochet. And Adam Pearce is like, just be patient, trust me, I got an announcement coming tonight, and we'll get there with the announcement here soon. And then, so as that's going on, Judgment Day shows up, and they pitch JD versus Gunther to Adam Pearce. And Adam Pearce is like, I have an announcement, y'all give me time. And then we have the Becky Lynch Liv Morgan promo, which we talked about. They got an argument and they challenged each other to a match next week on Raw, next Monday Night on Raw. The Andrade debut versus Apollo Crews, which is, I actually like this debut match. It wasn't like a quick match. We actually got to see how he takes hits, how he sells hits, how he does reversals, counters. It was a really good match for Andrade.
Right.
Andrade wins because obviously it was the debut.
Because whoever's debuting has to win.
Yeah. I've never seen one. Well, we've been watching it for a year, but back in the day when I watched it, I never seen a debut where someone lost. Then we have the Adam Pearce announcement, and it is that's Sami Zayn, Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, Bronson Reed, JD McDonough, and Chad Gable are going to be in a gauntlet match to face Gunther. Gauntlet match. I need something to drink. No, I'm good. I can finish. A gauntlet match to face Gunther at WrestleMania. Screaming at the end of this. Kind of my voice go away. But we'll get to why hopefully they can hear. But so whoever wins this will get to face Gunther at WrestleMania. It's a gauntlet match, which means 2 start, pinfall, someone else comes in. Last person to win. Last 2 go at it, and then that's who wins.
I can't wait to see both. Like, we've only seen day 2 on WrestleMania.
Right, we didn't watch day 1. So we started watching wrestling last year on Sunday night WrestleMania.
Right.
So Sunday night this year will be 1 year of me and you watching wrestling.
Yep.
So then we have a Sami Zayn promo interview, and during that Ivar interrupts and the 2 challenge each other to a match later on in Raw. That was a good match, but we'll get there.
Oh my gosh, the beginning was hilarious.
Yeah, yes.
The beginning was hilarious.
You can talk about that because I'm kind of losing my voice. Damian Priest and Finn Balor versus Kaiser and Da Vinci's the next match. I like watching Damian Priest and Finn Balor as a tag team.
He's so funny.
They are really, really good.
You had to go on this match, right? You had to go somewhere?
Yeah, I had to get my 7 up. But I got to see most of it. It's only like a 30-second walk. But Damian Priest and Finn Balor won, and Damian Priest put Kaiser up, on the South of Heaven chokeslam up in the air.
Oh my gosh.
Pat McAfee said it was 13 feet in the air. That was funny when he was using a teleprompter.
I love when they do the draw stuff and everything.
I like McAfee because he's like a fan. You know what I mean? Like, he really has no, he wrestled, but before that, he hasn't been wrestling a long time. So he's still like a fan. And it's great to see a fan commentator. That's what it's like.
Remember that thing that was going on for about a month with Kevin Owens where he was like, look at this.
Yeah.
And he kept drawing it and look at that thing.
Yep.
With Grayson Waller.
Then we had a Drew McIntyre interview. I didn't pay attention. I think it was just talking about Seth Rollins, and then about how Seth Rollins doesn't need to help Cody, that he needs to volunteer. He needs to watch his own stuff.
Oh, towards the beginning of this, you forgot promo. Damage control, right? Shows up? Because...
Yeah, I already talked about that.
You did?
Yes.
Oh.
Adam Pearce asking why they're there.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
And then we have the Sami Zayn versus Ivar. Good match.
Good match.
All around. Sami Zayn does good. Yeah, you can.
At the beginning, Valhalla comes out, And then they're like, she has the
Michael Cole, yeah.
Michael Cole's like, she has the antlers. And then she goes around the ring and then climbs up on the announcer table and then takes off his headset and then picks up her antlers and puts it on his head. You have been thrown.
Yeah.
That's what my first thought was.
Yep, it was good. Michael Cole was all Pat McAfee was loving it too. He kind of made fun of Michael Cole, but it was fun, man. I love it. But the story of this match is after the match, Bronson comes out and attacks Sami Zayn and then gives him a tsunami.
Yes.
As if to say, you're not going to make it past the gauntlet match.
Boo, Bronson. Boo.
Now we have the second Damage Control promo.
Okay, there.
Where Rhea Ripley walks through
And then
and laughs at him.
Well, yeah, and then, but she also says, stay off my territory.
Yeah. Yep.
Because apparently Raw belongs to Judgment Day.
Right.
And Friday Night SmackDown belongs to Damage Control. But it doesn't. It belongs to the Bloodline. Apparently.
Yep. See, I'm tired. I'm yawning. Then we have a Gunther interview, and then Chad Gable interrupts and says he's going to win the gauntlet match because to him it just means more. Because last time he faced Gunther, his family was there, and his kids were crying because he lost, and he's like he's going to change that this time at WrestleMania. So I'm seeing Chad winning this, or Bronson winning it. So your three favorites are going to be Sami Zayn, Chad Gable, and Bronson Reed. And then I'll let you talk about this one. DIY and Awesome Truth Xavier Woods promo.
Oh my gosh, I love this one. So they were playing the new 2K24 game, and it's not even out till tomorrow.
Right.
So they're playing it with early access, and then who comes? Someone comes and says, "Are you guys playing the 2K24 game?" It doesn't even come
The
out.
Miz.
The Miz comes.
Yeah.
It says it doesn't even come out till tomorrow.
Yep.
And then R-Truth just starts talking.
Yeah. So R-Truth
R-Truth thinks the DIY
always introduces DIY as D-Generation X. And it's like the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, or Johnny Gargano.
They love
and the Cerebral is Ass and Triple H. So like he's there. So DIY plays along now. So when he introduced Johnny Gargano as Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, Johnny Gargano goes, "Yep, that's me." And then
they're starting to
and then Ciampa says the same thing. And Miz keeps trying to correct him. They're just all playing with it now.
I love it.
And then they went, what's it now? Regeneration X. Yeah. And then Xavier Woods goes, "I want to hate it, but I love it."
Oh yeah, he's there. He doesn't. I feel like he doesn't belong in that pack. He's just on there.
He's there playing. Yeah.
He's just there playing with them.
Yeah, the tag team promos in the women's division. Oh, we forgot the women's one. A lot went on there. The women's tag team, Natalya and Tegan Nox, kind of having a fight about who's throwing who out the Royal Rumble and what's going on with them, and then the other two.
It was. What's their name?
What is their names?
It's the butterfly wing girl and the
Yes.
black long hair girl.
Yeah.
What's
They were
their
talking,
names?
and then the one that always has the butterfly wings got a little rude to Maxine Dupree, talking about she's only been in 3 matches, and Ivy Nile.
Ivy Nile whispers something to her.
Yeah.
Like more.
I couldn't tell.
Like more matches or something.
Maxine has to like be doing good like in the lives or something because in like televised events she hasn't done good. So there's a reason why Maxine's still there. But the women's one was pretty good too. And then we have Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre. Back and forth match. And then you can always tell because the crowd gets quiet. And then they look a certain direction and we see who. Who comes out first?
Wait, who?
Who? So this match is going on. So we're at the Jey Uso Drew McIntyre match.
Right.
This is back and forth match. It's a good match. And you can always tell when someone's coming. Someone else is coming. Because the crowd gets quiet, they look a certain way. So they got quiet, they look down towards the ring, and who's there?
Solo.
Solo's there.
Hopping over the...
He's hopping over the thing. I don't think
And
Jay
then-
noticed him.
and then we're screaming,
Cody.
Cody,
Cody.
and I'm like, and then I hear, how did it go?
Dude, no, I can't even think of that right now. I'm tired.
Cody's music plays.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Cody!
Yep.
And then he runs and takes out Solo, just bashes, just does like this, and then pops him
Yeah,
over
so
the-
Solo comes in, Cody comes out, Solo and Cody go out into the crowd fighting. And then we're like, oh man, Jimmy's going to show up. And Jay hits Drew with 3 super kicks and a spear. And as he gets up out of the spear, Jimmy's standing there. And he looks at Jimmy, and then he turns around,
And Claymore.
and Claymore. Jay gets a Claymore from Drew. But after Solo and Cody go to the crowd and we see Jimmy there, we're like, burn it down. We wanted Seth Rollins to come out then.
Seth Rollins.
But after the Claymore and the pin 1, 2, 3, Drew McIntyre wins.
Jimmy Uso came in with a chair.
And then
Burn it down.
Seth comes running out, chases Jimmy out of the ring. Jay rolls out to recover. And as Jimmy's running out of the ring from Seth turns around and what?
And Claymore.
Claymore. So Drew, Claymore, Jay, and Seth. Solo and Cody went fighting out into the crowd. Jimmy went off running because Seth came out. And at the end of it, Drew McIntyre's like, I told you this would happen. You need to do what's right, not help Cody. You need to focus on me for your WrestleMania match.
Oh, we forgot to talk about that right there. But that's okay.
Oh, yeah. So next week, we have the Kabuki Warriors
Versus Zoe Stark and
Shannon Baszler. Because during the Shannon Baszler, Katana Chance, Kaden
Match.
Carter match,
They're just sitting there.
they're sitting blocking Pat McAfee's view on the table.
It's so funny.
So next week, we
He's
got...
like, I can't see, Cole. What do I do?
Yep.
I can't see.
But that's the recap. That was tonight's Monday Night Raw.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Remember, like and subscribe. I'm G13 Sports Plus.
And I'm K13.